What's up, guys? Pete from the basement, out of the basement this time. As you know, this is Pizza Appreciation Month. I am here in front of Grandma Rose's Pizzeria with the proprietor of this fine establishment, my good longtime friend, BJ, Big John Ricco. Welcome to the show, John. You are the inspiration behind Pizza Appreciation Month. This is the reason I started it, and we have come here to get our Thanksgiving feast. Tell us a little bit about your business here.
Absolutely. Well, Pete, this is the man right here who actually painted that on the side of this building. And Pete's a childhood friend. We know each other since, we was biting ankles. And I just want to say that, it's an honor to be on the show. And, I've been following you guys on the internet now 5 years, going on 6 years. I think it's great what you do. I'm glad that you're appreciating one of my favorite foods of all time, pizza. And, obviously, Grandma Rose is just committed to pizza excellence. And we consider what we do here edible art, in a sense. So as an artist, I know you could appreciate that. And as someone who's eaten our pizza now since we opened up, you could appreciate what we do here. I know that. And, I want to take you guys inside, show you some more of the beautiful things that Pete did inside to make my place beautiful for me. And I want to, show you some of the food that we do so that you guys can get an idea of what Grandma Rose's is all about. So it's an honor to be on the show. Let's get inside and get something to eat.
One of the best things about Grandma Rose's has always been its neighborhood feel. BJ and I are from the neighborhood. We grew up in Greenpoint all our lives. Went to school together. I went to school with his younger brother. But it was, everybody in the neighborhood always hung out, and you always get that Greenpoint feel when you walk in here. BJ, tell us a little bit about what's decorating the walls and everything.
Well, Pete, as you know, you were my artistic, guide through all this. So, I wanted that feel the whole way, that rustic old feel. And you nailed it because, to this day, people come in here and ask me, this place been here since 1908, really? And I'm like, no, I'm like, but thank you, because that's exactly what we were shooting for, and I said I had a brilliant team of guys working in here. They were all my friends. It was a grassroots effort. It was a Greenpoint effort, and, I couldn't be happier with the place I got. And just to give you a little example up here, if you want to shoot some of this stuff here, these were made for me from a friend, John Paul. He had these made for me. It really fit perfectly with the motif, and some of these here old-fashioned signs, just to give you that feel of going, jumping back in time a little bit, the Lou Gehrig. You got the I Love Lucy, the old 1-cent baseball card. You know what I mean? Just try to really capture the essence of how I was feeling when I was talking about, doing this. And then, if you swing around back the other way and you look into my display case, we start getting into, from regular art, we're going into actually some edible art here now. We start on top of this. Is one of our, I'm told from my customers that this is one of the best buffalo chicken pizzas they've ever eaten.
I will attest to that. It is the single greatest buffalo chicken piece I have ever had.
Thank you very much. Now, this here is one that I resisted for a while because I just didn't understand the flavor profiles of something like this. Chicken bacon ranch pizza. I got a lot of requests for it, and, when I did it, people tell me I nailed that one too. So, hey, the chicken bacon ranch is very popular here. This is our namesake pizza. This is Grandma. Grandma is a thin crust square. It has hand-crushed tomatoes with garlic and herbs, and we put it on top in dollops. It's an amazing pizza. It's a great experience, pizza experience, very crispy, very cheesy, very soft in the middle, though. So it has all the elements of a great pizza. You come down here, we don't like to be normal, average, regular. We want to be exceptional in everything we do. So here's our margarita. We offer a margarita that has, pizza sauce on it, fresh mozzarella, has also some of our grandma sauce instead of sliced tomatoes, and some chiffonade basil. If you go down here, you see our eggplant parm is a big seller, so we never really have a whole pie in display because it's always moving. Our white pizza and our slack and trade is our plain. And people tell me that, my pizza's up there with some of the best they've ever eaten, if not some of the best they've eaten, at all. And
one of the best lines we ever had was one day when we were having pizza in the basement. My boy Adam took his first bite of Grandma Rose's pizza. He's like, takes another bite. He looks at me. He's like, "Your boy can make the shit out of a pizza, man."
We try, man. And the whole concept, like I always tell people, Pete, and you know this. I mean, I was a stockbroker on Wall Street. I wasn't a pizza man. I never even. I ate a lot of pizza. That was my experience, pizza. Eating it. And I've eaten it and I've loved it my whole life. But, I got the idea to do this business when I was praying in the Grand Canyon. It all came to me, and came back home, and I was inspired by, what God whispered in my ears, and started doing it. No experience. I made English muffin pizzas in a toaster. That was my pizza experience, Thank God. At the same time, I had a friend, Carmelo, needed a job. I needed a pizza guy. He came in, showed me how to do it, and through him, I picked up the skills, and I took a life of its own in me. So it was something that was very, very important to me. And on a side note, if you want to look across the county here, you'll see that we also won the top 3 French fry award in New York. Pete, remember Grand Street? Grand Street Fish Market. It was my inspiration for the French fries, the handcuff fries. We do those handcuff fries, and people like them so much they wrote into the newspapers and nominated us. So we actually won the top 3 fry in New York that year. So
now you have several different types of French fries, a couple of revolutionary things that maybe once you step out of New York, other people may not know about. Give us a little example about that.
I'll give you my favorite one is panda fries, and panda fries happens to be crispy fries. We make all our sauces pan fresh. So like if you order a vodka sauce here, we start with heavy cream vodka. We build our sauce from there. Same thing with Alfredo, garlic and oil. Everything's done fresh here in a saute pan, So one day I had a customer come in, and I had all the fried dishes, established already. But I had this one customer. She was a real sweetheart. She would always break my chops. I'm a vegetarian. You don't care about us, da, 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 And I said, that's not true. So she's breaking my chops about this and that. She goes, make me something vegetarian that's crazy, I says, no problem. I go in the kitchen. I whip up the fries, right? I make the pan fresh vodka sauce. I toss the fries in the vodka sauce, provolone cheese on top, melt it down, right, nice and crispy. I come out and I serve it to her. She goes, what's this? I said her name was Panda. Panda fries. She goes, no. I says, yeah. I go, they're named after you. She goes, really? I says, yeah. Well, lo and behold, put them on the menu now. And it's one of my best-selling fries is Panda fries, the vodka sauce French fries. We do bacon cheeseburger fries, which is a deconstructed bacon cheeseburger deluxe. Basically, it's hickory smoked bacon, a chopped 6-ounce Angus burger, over fries with American cheese on top. Geo Fat fries, named after the contractor, another friend of ours who built this place. That's hickory smoked bacon, brown gravy, American cheese. Chicken fajita fries, peppers, onions, grilled chicken, provolone cheese. And then we do the pizzaiola French fries, which is our marinara sauce, grated cheese, and then mozzarella on top. You could also add chopped meatballs, which we make meatballs here every day, of course, about 20 pounds a day. Very proud to say, our meatballs are one of the best in town.
Tell me you ain't hungry now. He hasn't even mentioned the fried raviolis yet, which is one of my favorites.
Fried raviolis, also something that existed out in St. Louis. It's a real St. Louis thing. And our old gym teacher, Bud Madden, who I happen to serve on the Lions Club with in Greenpoint here, is a great guy. He was like, he was on me about these fried raviolis, So I said, you know what, Bud, I'm going to do it. Went over to Savino Pasta on Concierge Street, where I get all my handmade pastas, my Margarita, my tortellini, We started doing them. Now, another one of our top sellers, fried raviolis, which are handmade, beautiful, plump, juicy raviolis. You love them, So things like that. It's a real grassroots effort here. Everything is done, with our own creativity and with our own desire to give the people something. Look, this is New York, and in the new New York now, especially, there's so much more choice. You know it, I know it. You know what I mean? There's everywhere you go, there's a restaurant or a bar or some kind of lounge that serves food. So if you want to separate yourself from the noise, you got to come correct, and you got to come hardcore with something that's wholesome, makes you feel like you're at your grandmother's house on a Sunday afternoon, but at the same time make you be like, God damn, like, wow, what was that I just had? I want it again, So very hard balancing act. It's a real, I consider myself a bit of a half-ass superhero, if you will. You know what I mean? Because you got to be a little bit of everything to everybody. And again, this can't be done without people like you who came in here and used your artistic vision and your creativity, or even on, I'll never forget, how to space things, how to put things, how far apart should they be, where should they be, how should they look, you know what I mean?
Introduce the food to the rest of your family.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to take you guys, a little tour here, and I want to say one more thing about this business, though. It's very key to let you know that without friends, you're not going to get very far, and without a great staff, without great people working for you, you're nobody. You're nothing. Because, you know, you need that. And I have that here. Grandma Rose is a real family-style environment. I forget about family-style food. It's family environment, too. And that's what we captured here. And I want to take you for a little tour of our Wall of Fame here. If you just want to pan up there, and I'll take you on a little pictorial, you know, over here. We'll start with this row here. We have myself and one of my dear friends, Laborio, who's no longer with us. May he rest in peace. My mother and my aunt, Ann, you know, Greenpoint natives. You know, my aunt is a missionary nun in Ecuador. She runs an organization called the Damien House. This is a woman, a Latter-day Saint, a woman who really, you know, basically runs a leper colony in Ecuador, takes care of people who are afflicted with leprosy. There's her twin, my Aunt Dorothy, and my cousins Johnny and Eric, and my Uncle John. There's me on prom night there on DeVoe Street in Bushwick, you know, looking dapper. That's my grandmother in her apartment. That was the apartment I lived in, Pete, which you know very well. That's the old BQE up there, if you notice. See that? That was the year and month I was born, 78 August, okay? And you see that's my great-grandmother and my grandmother Helen. My great-grandmother came to Greenpoint in 1892 at the age of 4 years old. She was born in 1888. She died the year 1988. So this is a woman I knew, you know, until I was 10 years old. And in the middle, of course, is Grandma Rose. That's the inspiration for all this. You know, she really embodied everything about food and family that I really hold dear to my heart. And, you know, I got my mother and father up there, sister and brother, my dog Rocky, Uncle Gussie, Uncle Rocky, you know, just the rest of the family, you know, my New York Giants. And then, of course, you know, Brooklyn's a sports town. So over here, you remember doing this, right, Pete? We have all our little sports moments, you know what I mean? And I'll give you a little inspiration. Anybody out there who smokes cigarettes and wants to quit, okay? Right here, that was Eli Manning was breaking the sack. It was in 2005, I think, when they won the championship. And I was home with bronchitis. I couldn't go watch the game with nobody. It was Super Bowl Sunday. I'm home alone. I get the cigarettes there, and I'm choking. Right? I said, God, if they pull it off here, I said, I swear I'm done with the cigarettes. Eli Manning breaks the sack, throws the ball to Tyree. He makes the helmet catch. I took the cigarettes. I launched them. I never smoked again. So that's why those two pictures are there. You know, we got Mickey Mantle hitting a snowball in Yankee Stadium. This is Jackie Robinson's first day in the major leagues. You know what I mean? All moments in sports that are near and dear to my heart. You know, things that, you know, I'm either proud to have sat through and looked at and watched happen, or things that I nostalgically remembered from my childhood. Jackie Gleason, of course, being one of them. You know, but you know, I think at this point we've really you know, bullshitted enough. I think it's time to eat, and you know, in honor of Pizza Month, I think that it's only appropriate that in honor of Pete's Basement, we're heading towards our 6th year now, right? Is it 6 years?
Starting January 8th.
Well, you know what? Let's invent right here, right now, Pete, the Pete's Basement Pizza in honor of Pizza Month and your 6th year
I'm honored.
anniversary.
Thank you, man.
All right, so I'm going to leave that up to you completely. So you figure out what kind of pie you want. Max over there is going to make the magic happen. All right, let's go take a seat, guys, and let's see what happens. All right. Meatballs in the sky with diamonds.
He's got it.
All right, so here it is. Congratulations, Pete's Basement. You know, congratulations, Pete. You know, 6 years almost and doing what you're doing. And, you know, this is a pizza. You know, you helped me design this place. And, you know, I helped, you know, I helped you design this pizza, but this is all you, man. You know, Greenpoint tanks. You know what I mean? I think it's beautiful. I think it really sums up the, you know, sums up the feeling we got here today. It's a beautiful pie, smells amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to enjoy it. So, you know, from Grandma Rose's family to yours, this is our gift to you for your 6-year anniversary. Enjoy it, guys.
Come here, brother. Thanks for being with us, man.
Got it, brother.
Thanks for being the inspiration behind Pizza Appreciation Month. This has been fun. This has been a blast.
Let me make my dream come reality here, you know, and I really appreciate all the work you helped, you know, do for me here when we started up 5 years ago. I hope he could be here another 500 years if possible, you know what I mean? Just keep making that good stuff, you know what I mean, for the people to enjoy. So, you know, here it is. One of a kind, only of its kind. Enjoy it, guys.
This smells delicious. I can't wait to eat this. We're going to go. Okay. We got other people who want to eat this. Pizza Appreciation Month. Pizza Month, Pete'sBasement.com.